Levengood. Cedric Condrey toward the lane. Back out Marty Levengood. Levengood hawked by Vaughns. Condrey double team. Gets it up. Pernell Roberts drives along the baseline and hacked in the act, I imagine. Or was he called walking? Apparently, he stepped on the end line. Rod Williams will inbounds it from the side court, sideline left. Stepped on the end line. How about that? I tell you what, he took a good left elbow from Purvis as he went by him, too. I figured there was going to be a foul in. What beautiful working, and Purvis takes a shot and puts it in. 15 points, Ingram Purvis. 36-23, the lead's back to 13. Levengood trying to spread out the offense, then brings it over the midline. Condrey. Scott Walker outside. Condrey. Levengood to the right of the lane now. They're playing the high post with Scott Walker, and that doesn't seem to be working. Walker back to the low post, takes a shot. Two. Scott Walker. He's got 6 points in the ball game. 36-25, Vanguard by 11. Rod Williams looks around, gives it off Kenny Vaughns. Vaughns in underneath the Purvis, too. They're getting the easy layup. And that could be curtains. That's 17 points for Ingram. Already 38-25, 13-point advantage. Boy's got to stop that inside work, those easy ones. Scott Walker back out to Marty Levengood. Levengood fakes an 18-footer, gives it off Condrey. Condrey looking inside. Pernell Roberts baseline against Purvis. Tried to rebound. Scott Walker saves it for Forest. Back to Pernell Roberts along the baseline. Drop. Stopped by Leroy Edwards, I think, who gave him the hip. Okay, Leroy Edwards drawing the foul. And for Edwards, I think that is foul number 4 in him if it is Leroy. And Leroy could go take an early seat. Still no. And let's see, fixing to come in is Wingo. That is 4. And Leroy Edwards, that should get some reaction from the Forest contingent, but I see none forthcoming. Apparently they would rather have Purvis have those 4 on him. I guess so, with 17 points. Pernell Roberts on the foul line. He's 4 for 4 and sinks this one. 7 points for Pernell. Puts it right up around his head, in and out. Tap good. Tyrone Young. 3-point play the hard way, huh? 38-27, down to 11. They destroyed that big lead. Kenny Vaughns. Not been able to get that patented one. Back to Purvis. Kicked it out of bounds off Purvis's foot. A little sloppy work inside. 38-26. Wait a minute, they're correcting the score. It says 38-28 now. And that would be right. 38-28 is right. 38-28. Apparently the scorekeeper just marking up the wrong side on the bucket. Levengood. Bounce pass, Scott Walker. Walker fakes inside move. Back out Scott Levengood. Or to Marty Levengood. Condrey, Levengood. Looking inside if they can get it inside to Walker outside. Left of the lane. Marty Levengood fakes, then puts up an 18-footer. Two! Swish! They could put some pressure. They were saying to Marty, let it go, let it rip, and he did from 18 feet. 38-30. Down to 8 points, the least it's been in a while. Anybody's ball game, don't kid yourself. Shot by Howells in close, in and out. And imagine Wingo pushing over the back. I believe that's Wingo, and if it is, that's his first personal foul. 38-30 Vanguard. It's Forest ball. Chance to bring it to 6. 5:06 on the tick-tock, third period. Capacity crowd. They got them standing in the aisles, let me tell you. If this should get close, it could be bedlam in here. And I guarantee you it'll probably be close at some time between now and the buzzer. Levengood trying to get a little pressure. Brings it in a little closer. Now we got Leon Floyd in there. Inside move. Blocked beautifully, but Purvis takes off the rebound. Vanguard coming down court 3-on-2. Shot by Vaughns off the glass. 2-pointer by Kenny Vaughns. That's more like the Kenny we know. He was stalled in the first half. He loves to take those 20 and 25 footers. And that's something that Vanguard could not afford to do in the early going of a tight district game. So I think that's points for Kenny Vaughns, low point total. Jump ball. Zebedee Howells of Vanguard forces it against Pernell Roberts. He'll jump it at the free throw line. 40-30. Vanguard by 10. 4:20, third period. Zebedee Howells. Jump it against Pernell Roberts. some delay for some reason. Oh, they're checking up on the lineup there around the free throw circle. Make sure somebody doesn't step in. Anybody that steps in, the other team will get the ball. And jump ball again. Oh, Tyrone Young tied up by Rod Williams and Kenny Vaughns. I don't know who's going to jump against him. I'm afraid it's Kenny Vaughns at 6'1". No, they're going to change. Well, it is Tyrone Young against Kenny Vaughns. Young should get the tap easily. And somebody stepped in the line. It's Vanguard ball. A Forest player jumped in. Into the circle decision. 40-30 Vanguard by 10. Inbounds Rod Williams. 4:15 left third period. Williams right of the lane. Cross court. Kenny Vaughns fakes his shot. Bounce pass back to Williams. Tries to set it up. Vaughns from 18. 2. Kenny Vaughns. That's 3 straight baskets for Vaughns from nowhere. It's almost in double figures at 8 points. 42-30, 12-point lead. Leon Floyd, Scott Walker for Forest, moving it around, flooding the right zone. Now back over to Marty Levengood, fakes a shot, double team, gets it off. Tyrone Young goes inside, stolen off. Rod Williams, 2-on-1. Williams comes down, pumps it up, he blew it. Gets the rebound, and blew that one too, Rod Williams did. 12-pointer. And we've got a whistle and a timeout for us with a score 42-30. Vanguard by 12. 3:30 in the tick-tock of the third period, back in 60.
If you're thinking about buying or building a home, put Mid-State Federal's pros on your team. Their 40 years of experience will help you avoid rough spots, costly mistakes, and discouraging delays. Mid-State Federal will help you determine how much house you can own comfortably. Join the more than 14,000 happy homeowners who have financed their home with Mid-State Federal. With team hustle and good spirit, Mid-State Federal can make things happen for you, too. Mid-State Federal, #1 in the home financing game, an equal housing lender, where happy things happen.
Wouldn't it be nice to come home after a long, hard day at work and relax in a big, overstuffed rocker recliner? Well, Robinson's Furniture Warehouse has one of the largest selections of high-quality recliners and rockers in town, at a price you can afford. Remember, Robinson's Furniture Warehouse gives a 15% discount off everything, plus a 10% discount to senior citizens. Robinson's Furniture Warehouse. A little out of the way, but a lot less to pay. 2 miles past Pine on Highway 200. Robinson's Furniture Warehouse.
Back here at courtside, 12-point ball game. Vanguard over Forest. Some fans standing looking down toward the exit. I don't know. I don't see anything happening down there. Oh, we got a little bit of a confrontation of some sorts, and now everybody's standing up, so we won't get anything played. Apparently, now I guarantee you that. Now that's not the kids fighting. That's the adults, the grown-up adults. The grown-up kids, 30 and over, who want to fight over a ball game. Some harsh words sometimes get going, and it's really pretty silly. Okay, that's settled down. Now we get back to business, taking care of business. And in there for Forest now is Tyrone Young, Purnell Roberts, Marty Levengood. They're all crouched around. I can't tell. Leon Floyd's in there. Vanguard back getting their words as we hold it from here at the 3:30 mark. WFUZ stereo with 100,000 watts. Wes right here with you, and we're in the thick of action. 3 minutes and 30 to go in the third period. Vanguard counters with Wingo, Purvis, Howells with his new haircut, Kenny Vaughns, and Rod Williams. Inbounds it goes Leon Floyd, Marty Levengood. Levengood now, even though with 12 points, we got some hip shaking there, and a Vanguard foul. Now let's see who this one is on. Once again, I find it rather hard to catch that one. Apparently, got something else going in the corner there. Looks like more attention on what's happening in the corner than the ball game, I can tell you that. Into Marty Levengood as play goes on. Levengood from 12 feet, off the front of the rim. Zebedee Howells. And it's Vanguard ball. Tyrone Young was fighting for it there. Young and Howells have a word exchange as they come back down court. And we continue. Vaughns, Williams, Howells in front of the free throw line. No good. And see if it's an offensive charging or what. It's Howells charging. Zebedee Howells, and let's see how many on Howells. I think only one. I think that's his first one. Leaning in. Yep, 3:05 left. Vanguard but 12, but Forrest still in the hunt. Down court, 11 good, right of the lane. Pass, Purnell Roberts, bottom post, low post occupied by Tyrone Young. A shot off the glass, no good. Purnell Roberts, and the rebound tap is good, and it was Tyrone Young. Young with 11 points now. 2 buckets second half for Tyrone, down to 10. Still in the hunt. Vanguard has had a slow point. Wingo, Kenny Vaughns from 18. Switch! Beautiful shot. That's 4 straight baskets by Kenny Vaughns. 10 points now, 44-32. 11 good. Floyd in the corner. Scott Walker outside. He's deserted the post there. Apparently too slow in the high post. They changed. Inside, it's stolen off. Zebedee Howell. Kenny Vaughns. One-on-one. Vaughns lost it. Wingo picks it up. Gets it over to Kenny Vaughns. No good. Rebound. Defensive by Purnell Roberts. Coming down. Leading by 12. Here comes Forrest. Trailing. Purnell Roberts, right of the lane. Down to the baseline. Pass out, 11 good. Works it around Floyd from 12. Off the front lip of the rim. Purvis with a rebound. Lead pass to Zebedee Howell. Howell stops inside of Wingo. A little bit of hacking going on there, and I think 54. Scott Walker called for that one. Let's check her out. Still has given no sign. Haley is right out near the line. I think it was 54. If it is Walker, no, it cannot be Walker because Walker had 2 on him. They're marking up just 1. And they're asking for a check there. Steve Thomas is now in, and Vanguard's got 6 players out there. 6 players, technical Vanguard. 6 players on the court, ladies and gentlemen. First time I've seen that in about 10 years. That's pretty good if you put as many on the court as you can get. And after the shouts went up, and Haley, it looks like to us, out near the center line, confused one of his players into doing that. Looks like from here. And Levingood shooting the technical. First shot, no good. That gets a big cheer from the Vanguard contingent. What caused that exactly, I don't know. Haley was out near the midline, and there was some confusion there, I'll tell you. Okay, Forrest will take it in. Leon Floyd, 11 good in there for Forrest. Tyrone Young, Scott Walker, and Leon Adbidbeast. 50, Purnell Roberts. Shovel pass, Purnell Roberts, 44-32, 12-point lead. Vanguard putting up his own 3-2er. The bottom's the 2. The outside, the 3. That's kind of strange. Shot from the side, short. And here comes Haywood Wilson. Lead pass. Kenny Vaughns. Into the lane goes Kenny. And Kenny gets hatcheted down. And is it an offensive or what? Nope. A hip being given there by Leon Floyd. That is Floyd's second personal foul. So, Rod Williams inbounds. Zebedee Howell, Kenny Vaughns right of the lane. They're giving Vaughns that outside shot should he want it. Inside, shovel pass, and shot no good. Wingo goes up for it. Wingo offensive. Offensive foul on Wingo, and let's see how many on Wingo. Third personal on Wingo. Okay, bringing it down court now. Will be Forrest. Forrest in the hunt still. Trailing by 12. 55 seconds, third period. Down court, right of the lane. Marty Levingood to Purnell Roberts. Inside, low post, of course, Tyrone Young shuttling back and forth. Scott Walker back to the high post now. Leon Floyd. Baseline to Tyrone Young. Steps called on Tyrone. Walking. 40 seconds left. Vanguard ball. Vanguard by 12, 44. Vanguard 32, Forrest. Classic confrontation. 35 seconds. Kenny Vaughns left of the lane. By the way, oh, nice layup by Steve Thomas. And he is definitely not a first stringer, but Thomas coming in there with a timely layup to bring it up to 14. Thomas showing up well there. Nice feed to him by Williams. 15, 14, they'll hold it for one in the end of the third period, winding down. 11 good to Walker. Walker looking for Tyrone inside. Nearly Walker with the ball himself. Levengood will probably put it up. He does. Two for Marty Levengood, and a nice, classy shot at the buzzer. It is Vanguard 46 and the Forest Wildcats 34. We'll be back in 60.
Just in case you're one of the few who hasn't as yet heard the big mobile home news, Uncle Roy's Mobile Homes is now underway with their big expansion project. The south lot has been closed, and operations are underway to enlarge and modernize the main location. Soon now, Uncle Roy's 10th and Pine location will be one of the most modern mobile home sales and service facilities in the southeast. They'll have a new double-wide village, new display areas, additional landscaping, new office area, a total new look. 1977 was a fantastic year for Uncle Roy's, and they're going all out for your business again. Right now, they've got a few new and used mobile homes from the south lot that are, frankly, in the way of the workmen on the north lot, so they're going to sell them at discount prices. There's just a few of them, mind you, and they're probably in an awkward, hard-to-get-to spot. But if you don't mind a little inconvenience, you can save hundreds of dollars. So look to Uncle Roy's, the man who's got 32 years of service to Ocala and Marion County. Look for Uncle Roy's at 10th and Pine here in Ocala, and I guarantee you, you'll get the deal of a lifetime.
Okay, back here at courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Vanguard with Williams, Howell, Al Kobitz in there now, Purvis, and Vaughns. And Forrest coming in with Purdell Roberts, Scott Walker, Leon Floyd, Tyrone Young jump it off, and Levengood in the backcourt. They jump it off, and it's Forrest holding on tenaciously to the ball. Leon Floyd, shovel pass, Scott Walker. Back out it comes Leon Floyd. Forrest still in the hunt here with 7:50 to go in the ball game. Tell you what, they can really get back in it with just a timely shot or two. Scott Walker inside, fouled. Didn't see who hacked him unless it was Rod Williams. And let's see. I didn't catch that number at all. Probably Rod Williams. If it was Rod, they're showing two for him. Shot is good. Shot is good by Scott Walker. 7 points for Walker. Second free throw off the glass and good. 46-36 down to 10. And that ain't that much of a lead. Okay, Kenny Vaughns, bounce pass. Back out to Kenny. Kenny will take the shot off the glass, too. Boy, what a soft touch the kid's got off the glass. That's 5 in a row for him. And never cease to be amazed. He's just got such a beautiful touch. He really does. Okay, Leon Floyd from 18 off the front of the rim. Purvis, defensive rebound, looks around, takes his pick. Gets it off to Colbert. Colbert around his man, shovel pass, Zebedee Howe. Drops it to Williams. There's a foul. Pushing Vanguard inside. Could be on the big man. It is. No. I don't know who that was on, but it's 4 on him, whoever. Perhaps it's Kenny. No, it was something too. Okay, there you go. That's on Tyrone Young. That's 4 on Tyrone. I thought they called a Vanguard foul. Toward the midline, inbounds to Al Kobitz. So Tyrone in danger of fouling out now with 6:59 left. Cross court, to Kenny Vaughns in the corner. Zebedee House in tight to Rod Williams, and we've got another holding foul in tight. And Howells pats the referee on the posterior. Good call, ref. Who is that? Fifth. Okay, that's Tyrone, that's all. If that was Tyrone, that is all. And they've called timeout to talk it over. 48-36, Vanguard, 6:50 left, back in 60.
When your old, overstuffed chair is lumpy or is bottomed out, so to speak, then you need to...
Your Army representative can tell you what kind of skill training will be available when, and then guarantee that you'll get it pending graduation. Yes, all things come to those who wait. Join the people who've joined the Army.
Back here at courtside, inbounds and stolen off. Purnell Roberts on a errant pass by Kenny Vaughns. Or was Zebedee Howell, actually. 48-36, down at 12. 6:30 left. Tyrone Young just fouled out of the game. Could be his last game, unless Forest wins. Shot short of the mark. Zebedee Howell, and then Scott Walker inside. Howell tapped right into Walker's hands. Walker put it in. 8 points for Scott. Along the baseline, Purvis for a pair of points. That's 19 for Purvis. He was held down, shut down the third period almost completely. Purvis was shut down that third period. 50-38. Baseline pass. Condrey, 11 good. Bounce pass. Shot outside. Floyd, 2. Bomb from outside about 18 feet. Who is that just put that ball in? Okay, down court now. Vanguard, Zebedee Howell, push shot from in close, and we've got a whistle and we've got a foul. 50-40. Forest foul. Probably Cedric Connery. If so, yes, that is his third. Shot by Howells is good. Zebedee Howell. Only 5 points in the ball game. This could be 6, though. 51-40, could be 52, and it is not. Rod Williams almost got the rebound, picked up by a Forest player and Rod Williams. Or is it Kenny Vaughn's call for the foul? Coming back down to the other end of the court. I think Kenny Vaughn's was called for the foul. That's 4 and Kenny. In danger of fouling out Kenny Vaughn's with 5:36. Kenny, not one of his real high point performances, but he had a hot third period with 4 straight. And then one in the opener of the fourth period. And he's only got 12 points. Most of them, 10 of them come in the second half. Purnell Roberts on the line. Roberts has made 5 out of 6 and makes 6 out of 7. Purnell Roberts. 8 points for him. Second shot through the hoop. Cuts the lead to 9. The least it's been in a while. Vanguard's been pretty well stalled down for the last 3-4 minutes. Al Colbert. Zebedee Howell. Howell's been taking shot after shot and missing. Inside to Purvis, and he's hacked and made the shot, but I don't think it will count, or will it? The shot is good by Purvis, and that draws a big shout from the Vanguard side. And dead silence from the Forest side, as you might guess. Fans sensing they could be going down to a loss here. They upset Vanguard last year. I'll give it to them. The fans really been getting behind their team. Well, Purvis trying for a three-pointer then. He's got 21 points. This could be 22. It's in. 54-42, the lead. Stretching up again to 12 with 5:10 to go. 11 good right of the lane in the forecourt. Shot from the baseline, Roberts sliding off Purvis, defensive rebound, looks for an outlet, gets it to Colbert. Colbert quickly over the midline. Heads left of the lane, in tight to Edwards, two-pointer for Leroy Edwards. He's playing with 4 personal also. And he did not have a bucket in that third period, didn't play that much. 4:50 left. Shot from way out, Leon Floyd, misses everything, air ball, and it's Vanguard ball. Touching the end line on the shot. 56-42, the lead is 14. Forest has called timeout to talk it over with 4:45 on the tick-tock. We'll be back within 60.
If Monte Carlo, Grand Prix, and Cutlass leave you wanting, slide behind.
State Federal, an equal housing lender, where happy things happen. Mid-State Federal, where happy things happen.
Give him a push, his needle stuck. Okay, inbounds, Al Colbert. From Rod Williams. Williams return pass over the midline, back to Al Colbert. They may start holding the ball a little bit. They don't look like they're ready to, though. I would think they'd waste a little time off that clock. Rod Williams walking with the ball as he got off the pass. Rod Williams definitely walking with that ball. Had some comments from this side. The refereeing has been less than perfect. I think really been good overall. Inbounds, over the midline, 11 good. Floyd or Condrey. Back to Marty Levengood, double teaming the man with the ball. Into the lane goes Condrey up with a shot, and it drops through. Cedric Condrey with only his first basket of the ball game. How about that? 56-44, 4:02 on the timer. Now they are starting to slow it down. Look to me like they might start to hang outside. Edwards in there playing with 4. I think the other big man, as for Tyrone Young, has fouled out. And he fouled out with about 7 minutes, well, before the fourth, just into the fourth period. Yes, sirree, they are going into a freeze. You can't blame them. They want the district title, and that gets a boo. They want to see Vanguard score more against Forest, I guess. They're getting boos, really, some shots from the other side. They're getting shouts from the other side. They want to see him play ball, I guess. And dunk shot, Zebedee Howell, beautiful shot. Man, did he ram it home. Dunk shot, Zebedee Howell as he got inside. That's still got to be the most exciting play in basketball besides the steal. That draws a big roar. They wanted to see it. They finally did. And man, at 6-6, Zebedee gets up in the air. Forest down court. Inside. Shot no good by Walker. Rod Williams defensive rebound. Looking for help as he brings it up court. 2:40 left. Vanguard will play in the regional next Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. Vanguard to play in the regional at Vanguard Gymnasium. Watch lightning strike now that I've said that. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, right? Zebedee Howell popped inside. Purvis tapped away. And Dwight Stokes finally coming down with it. Back to Marty Levengood. 14-point lead, 2 minutes 19. Should be secure, though. Floyd fake. Going inside. Condrey gets it and puts it up and good. Cedric Condrey leads down to 12 now. It's still within reach at 2:09. But if Vanguard starts, wastes a minute of that time away, it should be all over. Down court, Colbert between two players. Off to Zebedee Howell. They have to come out and foul him. And they are coming out and swishing at the ball. They are freezing it away, of course. It's the way to play with a 12-point lead. Al Corbett, cross court, Rod Williams, minute 45. Fouls on Marty Levengood. And that's only Marty's first personal foul. Leon Floyd into the game. We've seen kind of a rare thing. Vanguard with 6 players in the field. You might see it on in football field, but you don't see it much in the basketball court. 6 players on the floor. That drew a quick technical. On the foul line will be Rod Williams. And Kenny Vaughn smiling. They pretty well know they got it in the bag. Okay, Rod Williams has only had 1 for 2 on the free throw line. And they're plugging now, 58-46. He cans it, 59-46. And we'll get the motives in the 1-and-1. Second foul shot, Rod Williams. On its way and in. 60-46. Vanguard to play in the regional at their gym next Tuesday night. We'll cover it on the Fuzz. I don't know the game time. Down to the baseline. Push shot up and good by Cedric Condrey. Condrey's getting hot now. They're letting him shoot some. He's got 3 buckets in the fourth period. Kenny Vaughn's over the midline. Minute 26. They're coming out playing man-to-man. Well, the 2 back players are staying back in sort of a zone. Steps called, Kenny Vaughn's. And that's the first time, one of the few times this year, that Kenny Vaughn's has been called 4 steps. 60 for Vanguard, 48 for Forest. Minute 15 left. Across the midline, Zebedee Howell, Rod Williams, 12-point lead. It's all over but the client. In the corner it goes to Purvis. Purvis looking. So 5 seconds, it'll be a jump ball with a minute to play. Purvis should have the advantage, though. See who he'll jump against. It looks like Scott Walker. Walker, big man at 6'4". He could very well out-jump Ingram Purvis. Not get that high up in the air, but then he doesn't need to, does he? 60-48. The tap goes back to Williams. Nice tap by Purvis. Easily out-jumping him that time. Looking inside, Purvis. Turning around the foul line, steps are called. And wait a minute, we've got a foul going. And we've got some hard feelings on the basketball court. And one player goes down. We got a, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like to see this because the players are fighting on the court, or were, and now it has been stopped. One for.
This is WFUZ, Ocala, Florida.
Now back here at courtside, ladies and gentlemen, Cocoa 35, Vanguard 33. The issue is definitely still in doubt. Just a 2-point lead and not ball control type of offense. Just the run and gun, you might say, style of Cocoa. They have been taking some low percentage shots, but an awful lot of them have been hitting the twines. Final pre-game or pre-second half practice taking place. Notice Andre Green with quite a haircut. In fact, looks like it got caught in a lawnmower, but that's one thing I do notice. That's a haircut. I guarantee you that'll last for 6 weeks. Look like Yul Brynner almost. 35-33. Cocoa on top by 2, but the Vanguard Knights are running, and they hope to make it into the playoffs at Lakeland next week. Back in 60.
Pastor Sport Shop, your complete sporting goods center, has bowling balls and accessories, including a good selection of bowling trophies, which they will engrave. Pastor's also has softball team uniforms for both men and women, and are happy to give quotes and team discounts. There's a new shipment of bomb bats just arrived, and the fishing in Florida is great, so see Pastor's for a terrific line of fishing equipment. That's Pastor Sport Shop at 27 Northeast 1st Avenue. Plenty of free parking nearby. Time out right now to tell you about something good to eat from the Pizza Inn, 3205 East Silver Springs Boulevard, across from Silver Springs Twin Theater. This is Ocala's newest pizza restaurant. Super pizza, thin, thick, sandwiches too, the best salad bar in town, and I really mean that. They're open Sunday through Thursday till 11 o'clock, Friday and Saturday night until 12. Take time out right now for a pizza, or right after the game, at the Pizza Inn. Their location again on East Silver Springs Boulevard, across from Silver Springs Twin Theater.
Back here at courtside, Cocoa and Vanguard, the winner to go on. The loser, it's the end of the season. And Vanguard's been shooting for the state playoffs all year long. Got a tremendous winning record this year. So does the Cocoa Tigers. And I guess they're not planning to lay down, roll over, and play dead in the second half either. Apparently, Money Levitt seems to have the playing line, and Cocoa seems to think they can shoot even better percentages than they did in the first half. I thought they were pretty unreal from about 12 to 14 feet. And if you let them have those baseline shots, they'll just eat you alive. So we're wondering if any defensive adjustments will be made to prevent the taking of those baseline shots. It looks to me, you force them to shoot outside, they cannot get the ball in directly underneath. And if the baseline shots are stopped, perhaps the percentage would work in Vanguard's favor. Clock continues to roll on down. Take our final break, back in 60.
Some players have the knack of making things happen. Mid-State Federal has been making things happen for thousands of people for more than 45 years. They have customer awareness. Mid-State Federal is constantly aware of good ideas such as direct deposit, IRA, the pension plan for self-employed, and many, many more. This attitude has helped to make Mid-State one of the biggest in the area. Actually, being big is not important unless you're playing center, but how Mid-State became big is important. Customer awareness is the answer. Mid-State is aware of your needs. They can make it happen. Mid-State Federal, where happy things happen.
All right, back here at courtside, it's Vanguard and Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach in a slim 2-point lead. And here we go, tip-off time. Vaughns, Davidson, Goff, Howell, and Colbert in here for the tip-off, which is coming with Chris Brown at 6'4". See if Zepp can out-tap him, and he does. Goes to Davidson along the baseline. Back out Goff. Vanguard works it around down by 2. In the corner, Goff. Back out Al Colbert. Colbert to Goff. Goff in tight to Davidson. Back out. There's a pop shot from way out. 2-pointer. Kenny Vaughns. Vaughns with 13 points, ties it up 35 all. 7:39 left in the third period. Well, when to go to the state. They're coming out to challenge there, zone trap, but they get it across. Coming in tight, ball up for grabs, intercepted Kenny Vaughns. Vaughns over the timeline. Colbert breaking underneath. Vaughns put it up, two! Kenny Vaughns, the first 2 buckets of the second half. And Vanguard goes into a slim 2-point margin, but it's better than trailing by 2. I'll tell you, you can create pressure that way. Vanguard pressing more. They're in a man-to-man right now. They've come out in a man-to-man. They're out of that zone. Driving now, in for the layup. It is taken off on an errant layup by Zebedee Howell. Vaughns up slowly. 6:51 on the timer. Vanguard slowing down somewhat as it comes across the midline at about the 8 seconds. 2 more and would have been called for, and they are slowing it down somewhat. Vanguard, and a 2-point advantage, is slowing the ball down somewhat on Coco. They've come back out. They want him to start fouling. Davidson outside. Howell, Eddie Goff. They want to see if they come out of that tight zone they're in. And they are going to bounce around. They are being counted on. They will be called with a technical if they do not come out. That referee's counting on something. He is counting. Now back. They stopped counting as they did come out into a man-to-man. Zebedee Howell, Kenny Vaughns. They're a good pressing team, though. I don't know if this is the thing to do, huh? Zebedee Howell off the back of the rim. Here comes Coco. On the fast break. It is lost. Picked up by Goff underneath. And putting it in, Kenny Vaughns, on a good feed from Goff. 39-35. Creating pressure. Vanguard up by 4. 5:41 marker in the third period. Going down the baseline, up for the shot. And no basket. There is a foul before the shot. No basket, foul before the shot on Zebedee Howell pushing off. Is it a shooting foul or not? They'll take it in bounds. Vanguard up by 4. 5:36 on the timer. That was Howell's second foul. Nobody in fouling trouble. 39-35. Coco working it around. There's that good jump shot that is tapped up. No good. Battled around. Zebedee Howell on the outlet to Vaughns. Vaughns over the timeline. Behind his back. Coming in. As he went up at C, Howell called for charging. Howell's called for charging. That's his third personal foul. Timeout, Vanguard to talk it over. Vanguard up 39-35, 5:19 mark, third period, back in 60.
Clearview Auto Body is Ocala's most modern body shop, with 27 years' experience working for you. Clearview Auto offers 24-hour record service, insurance estimates. They can do chassis straightening, paintwork, body and fender repair. Call 732-3383 days, 694-3398 evenings for Clearview Auto Body at 950 Northeast 16th Street, just off 8th Avenue in the Anthony Industrial Park.
Hey everybody, Art Sullivan for Rally Dodge with a special purchase of 78 Dodge Aspen Chrysler Corporation lease cars. Your choice of 2-doors or 4-doors, all fully equipped. The full price, $42.88. These cars have low mileage and carry full factory warranties. $42.88 the full price, $388 down, cash or trade, only $123 a month. All have air, automatic, power steering, power brakes, and economical 6-cylinder engines. Remember, at Rally Motors, we want a Dodge in every garage.
Back here at courtside. Inbounds comes to Jack Smiley. Coco works their way up, trailing by 4. They're back in the zone. Down along the baseline. Double pumps in and out. Tapped, no good. Kenny Vaughns with a rebound. Up court he comes, playing with 3 personals. From 20, Kenny Vaughns in and out. They battle, get the rebound. Here comes Coco. James Rowe got that rebound. In underneath. It is blew the rebound, but there's a Vanguard foul in underneath. Probably Zebedee Howell. Yup. Zebedee's third personal foul. They may have to take Zeb out, rest him a while. Or will Zeb play all the way? It'd be a shame for any play to foul out. But everything's on the line, of course. Chris Brown will be shooting 2. Vanguard up by 4. 4:45 mark. It's in and out. It is no good. That's the first foul shot I believe they've missed. They had 5 in a row. Second foul shot is good. Vanguard by 3. Inbounds, Colbert to Howell to Colbert. Coming up court. They're not pressing very hard. Colbert moves around to the midline. To Kenny Vaughns along the baseline. Fires it. 2 for Kenny Vaughns. 8 points for Kenny Vaughns in this period. He's 19 points. 41-36. 5-point Vanguard advantage. 4:24 on the timer. Coco working the ball around. This is everything's key factor now. And Zebedee Howell took the ball away on an underhand layup. Very clumsy layup by Chris Brown. Had the ball taken right away, right out of his hands by Zebedee Howell. Vaughns up over the midline. 4:06 on the timer. They're coming back outside now with a 5-point lead. Howell to Goff. They want to bring him out of the zone, and they come out. In underneath. Colbert with a fantastic layup on a dynamite feed from Eddie Goff. Dynamite feed, 7-point lead, the most it's been. As Vanguard leads 43-36. Coco's called timeout back in 60.
Pastor Sports Shop, your complete sporting goods center, has bowling balls and accessories, including a good selection of bowling trophies, which they will engrave. Pastor's also has softball team uniforms for both men and women, and are happy to give quotes and team discounts. There's a new shipment of bomb bats just arrived, and the fishing in Florida is great, so see Pastor's for a terrific line of fishing equipment. That's Pastor Sports Shop at 27 Northeast 1st Avenue. Plenty of free parking nearby. Let's take time out right now to think about something good to eat from the Pizza Inn, 3205 East Silver Springs Boulevard, across from Silver Springs Twin Theater. All of the folks at the Pizza Inn want to wish the Vanguard Knights the very best of luck during this basketball season, and we want to tell you about Ocala's newest pizza restaurant. Super Pizza, thin, thick sandwiches too, the best salad bar in town. They're open Sunday through Thursday till 11 o'clock, Friday and Saturday night till 12 midnight. Take time for a pizza right now or right after the game from the Pizza Inn.
Back here at courtside, Vanguard 43, Coco 36, 7-point advantage. Vanguard pressing. Only bad spot, the negative standpoint is 3 fouls and Seb Howell. 3 fouls and Kenny Vaughns, the two big men really performing tonight. Vanguard with a super effort either way. From the baseline, it is short. Zeb Howell out the pass. Vaughns has the lead. He's coming down for the layup. It's around and no good, but Vaughns was definitely fouled. Vaughns was fouled. He'll shoot 2. Number 15 fouled him. George Thomas and their big man. One of their big men, 6'3". Senior has 3 personals. Vaughns to shoot 2. Kenny with 19 points. What a superb performance by this athlete that coaches, scouts are coming all over the country to see. He wants this one. It's up. It's good. In and out. Called it too soon. Hit the front lip and blooped out. Second foul opportunity. That's the first foul shot Kenny missed. Shot is up, no good. But attack is good, but no basket. It says that Davidson interfered with the cone. Haley wanted to talk to one of the officials. The official walked across the midline, would not talk to him. No doubt Haley wanted to argue the call. It is 43-36. Vanguard in front by 7, 3:18 on the timer. Vanguard trying to hold on to that advantage. Trying to work to get the high percentage shot. They're trying to work it inside. They threw it away. They threw it away. It's Vanguard ball. Colbert to pass it in. Slipped through number 33, Chris Brown's fingertips. Got it into Kenny. Kenny, they might try to pull the box on him. Zone trap, but he gets across the midline. There is a foul called on number 23. James Rowe, they're doing exactly what they want to do. Get them into a fouling situation, get them into the 1-and-1. James Rowe fouled. 43-36, Vanguard retains possession. Third period, 2:59 on the timer. Vaughns had it blocked into the backcourt. Colbert picks it out. Back over the midline comes Al. Colbert to Goff. It is picked off by number 33, Chris Brown, on the fast break. Brown over the midline. Work it around, roll. Missile handling the ball for second, now has it back. 43-36. They're trying to get it in tight. There's that shot by number 15, George Thomas. Time call while they untangle the basket. 43-38, Vanguard by 5. They're trimming it down. Inbounds comes to Al Colbert. Colbert gets the break, comes up over the midline. In the corner, Goff. Back out Al Colbert with a 5-point lead. Colbert trying to make him foul him. Zebedee Howell has it tapped away and stolen. Flip pass there to 0-0. And it is still Cocoa ball. 43-38. Vanguard by 5. 2:11 on the timer. They had a 7-point advantage, their largest. And Cocoa with the ball again. George Thomas will put it in bounds. They try not to get the chippy in tight. Got it to Chris Brown. Now, Chris Brown shoots from the end line. It's in and out. And it's Vanguard ball. Touched out last by James Rowe. Cocoa looks a little down. As Al Colbert will pass it in. 2:04 on the timer. They look a little disoriented just for a moment there. And Kenny Vaughn dragged his back foot as he sought to find an upcourt man to pass to. Again, Cocoa has a chance to bring it to 3. 43-38, Vanguard on top by 5. Minute 56 on the timer. They're looking inside, but they have not been able to get those inside shots. Vanguard's in a tight zone. There's that number 15, bombed it off the glass. A lucky shot, but went in. George Thomas has 14 points. Vanguard by 3. Zebedee Howell bringing it down court himself, down to the baseline, and I think he was pushed. Zebedee Howell was pushed as he went along the end line. The foul. Vanguard will pass it in. Eddie Goff to pass it in. 43-40. We just saw a note. Oh, stolen off by Cocoa. Flipped down court. Will give it an easy bucket for James Rowe. He blew the basket, but it was put up and good by George Thomas on a follow. Al Colbert down court, 43-42. It's still Vanguard ball, tapped out. Drick line, Vanguard was up by 7. They trimmed it down, got the last 5 points. 43-42 Vanguard by only 1. Minute 15. It was just a note coming by us. There's somebody down there harassing the officials. In a black shirt, jump ball. Kenny Vaughn's held it too long. And they're going to send somebody down there to say something to him, I imagine. That could be a big technical against the fans. Really, that would be a sad thing to happen. So if something happens down that way, we'll know what it is for a change. Kenny Vaughn's will jump at the center circle. Vaughn's held it over 10 seconds. Vaughn's goes up. It is Cocoa ball. Somebody for Vanguard stepped into the center circle. 43-42. Cocoa has a chance to lead. Inbounds, it goes to 0-0. Larry Horn, this team never gives up, do they? Driving down to the baseline. Got a shovel shot away. It is off the rim. Still Cocoa ball. Still Cocoa ball. 56 seconds on the timer. Cocoa led at the end of the half, 35-33. Vanguard went up by 7, and Cocoa got it back. Cross-court pass in the corner. There's that number 15 again. He's in and out this time. Zebedee Howell got the rebound to Kenny Vaughn's. Vaughn's moving behind his back over the timeline and fouling is 0-0. Larry Horn. It would be fortunate if that is the 1-and-1. It is close to the 1-and-1. They have fouled numerous times. And we'll just have to wait and check. 43-42 Vanguard. Every foul shot so precious. It's just an inbounds pass. Colbert will look to Eddie Goff. Back to Al Colbert. Colbert double teamed. Gets it around. Works it Eddie Goff with a 1-point lead. 31 seconds left. They may play for one shot in this third period. Vaughns to Goff. Goff to Colbert. They're freezing for one shot. Under 18 seconds. Colbert. Zebedee Howell, Kenny Vaughns slides off the rim. Here comes Coco with 7, 6, 5, 4. Lost it into the crowd. It's Vanguard ball with 2 seconds left. Vanguard's ball with 2 seconds left. Can they do something with it? They'll look for the man down court. Kenny Vaughns at the buzzer. In and out from 60 feet. At the end of the third period, Vanguard by a point, 43-42. Headed into the last 8 minutes of play. The crowd rises to cheer. Back in 60.
A good team has to have reserves in case of injuries or sickness, and you need reserves too, a financial cushion to fall back on when unexpected setbacks arise. Be prepared with a total service account. Your money grows quickly and you enjoy many other benefits now. Service such as direct deposit, KEO, or IRA retirement plans, transfer of mortgage payments, free notary service, and many, many more. Your reserves will be in good shape when you have Mid-State Federal on your team. Mid-State Federal, where happy things happen.
Who do you call when your car's body needs help? Why, Clearview Auto Body in Ocala, of course, this area's most modern body shop. Clearview Auto does paint work, body and fender repair, insurance estimates, and they can straighten your car's chassis. Clearview Auto Body offers 27 years experience, 24-hour wrecker service. Call 732-3383 days, 694-3398 evenings. Clearview Auto Body, 950 Northeast 16th Street, just off 8th Avenue in the Anthony Industrial Park.
Back here at courtside, I do see a policeman clearing away the fans from underneath, directly underneath the basket, where the pad is in case the player goes out of the playing service. Zebedee Howell and Chris Brown shaking hands. Fourth and final period. Here we go, now or never. 43-42 Vanguard into this period. They did lead by 7 in the third period. The tap goes Vanguard. Davidson to Vaughns. Vaughns down at the baseline. Pops it in underneath, and it's in. Zebedee Howell put it in. Vanguard by 3. 45-42. Cocoa Beach will feel the pressure. 7:40. Oh, he dragged his back foot. Traveling, number 23, James Rowe. They turned the ball over to crucial time. A very crucial time indeed. You're still hoping to get the court cleared away. Players are standing on the court. Fans are standing on the court. Vaughns put it in. It is stolen away and then thrown into the crowd. It is Vanguard ball coming back this way. Boy, what a quick club, and they'll steal it on you. Woo. Colbert into Kenny Vaughns. Vaughns will beat the press up court. Over the midline. Double team, the man with the ball. Over to Colbert. To Steve Thomas, who's now playing, starting in that 5. Colbert down to the baseline. Lost it behind his back, picked it up again. Pops it in there tight to Zeb Howell. Put it in. Zebedee Howell at 16 points. Fourth and final period of action. 47-42 reverse layup is good, but George Thomas, 47-44, 3-point lead. Colbert, harassed, gets it over the midline. Colbert in the corner, Steve Thomas, back out Colbert. Vanguard with a 3-point advantage. In underneath it goes, tapped around, and jump ball. Thomas will jump against one of the Cocoa Beach players. No, it'll be Thomas, and 33, Chris Brown. Thomas 6'5", Brown 6'4". Thomas can go up on occasion. Vanguard by 3, 47-44. They have the ball on the tip by Thomas. It's Zebedee Howell to Kenny Vaughns. In underneath, and Vaughns was hacked as he passed it off. It's number 33, Chris Brown. They are now in the 1-and-1 situation at 6:37. This is very important, of course. Because now you got to make your 1-and-1s. You don't make the 1-and-1s, don't mean much, does it? But in the 1-1, Vanguard has the advantage here, leading by 3. 6:37 left in this ball game. Vanguard's Kenny Vaughns sort of rocks back and forth, puts it up. It's in. Beautifully in, too. It didn't rattle a thing. Zap right in. 48-44. Vanguard by 4, could be 5. Kenny puts it up and around and good. It hopped way up in the air and went down. Good. 49-44. Vanguard by 5. I'll tell you, Coco doesn't need any turnovers now. They need to make it when it counts. Driving to the baseline. Reverse layup. 2-pointer by Larry Horn. He really did well under fire. Over the midline. 3-point lead. Kenny Vaughns. Double pump. Got it in. Coco stole it away. Coming down court. 3-on-1. And Al Colbert with the rebound. Colbert heads down court. Has the man in front of him, but stops. Gets it to Steve Thomas. Vanguard by 3, 49-46. Davidson back out. Zebedee Howell. 6 minutes. They'll make him come out to him. Howell to Colbert. Colbert gets around the pressure. Dribbles around with it. Gets it in there to Vaughns in underneath. The Davidson 2-pointer. Rosie Davidson put it in. Davidson has 6 points. And Coco wants timeout. 51-46. Vanguard 5:38 on the timer. Back in 60.
Hey everybody, Art Sullivan for Rally Dodge with a special purchase of 78 Dodge Aspen Chrysler Corporation lease cars. Your choice of 2 doors or 4 doors, all fully equipped. The full price, $42.88. These cars have low mileage and carry full factory warranties. $42.88 the full price, $388 down, cash or trade, only $123 a month. All have air, automatic, power steering, power brakes, and economical 6-cylinder engines. Remember, at Rally Motors, we want a Dodge in every garage.
Pastor Sports Shop, your complete sporting goods center, has bowling balls and accessories, including a good selection of bowling trophies, which they will engrave. Pastor's also has softball team uniforms for both men and women, and are happy to give quotes and team discounts. There's a new shipment of bomb bats just arrived, and the fishing in Florida is great, so see Pastor's for a terrific line of fishing equipment. That's Pastor Sports Shop at 27 Northeast 1st Avenue. Plenty of free parking nearby.
Well, let's not talk about individual performances this game. Let's talk about the team. And they've been playing super. Everybody's psyched up, playing their best. 5-point lead, Vanguard. Coco with the ball. 5:33 left in the ball game. Across the center line is Larry Horn. Nearly lost it. Looking around. There's number 33, push shot, and we have a foul down underneath. It's a Vanguard foul. Pushing off. I didn't catch who that was on, but it was on Vaughns. It's 4. Yep, it was. Kenny Vaughns, 4 personals on Kenny. One more, he sits down at a crucial point in the ball game. Kenny will have to lay off. You have to play a little different ball game. Here's a crucial 1-1 for Coco. Shot is up and good. 51-47. They've made it every time. That is really been close. Coco, good club. It's in. 51-48. Colbert into Vaughns. Back to Al Colbert. 51-48. Colbert over the midline. In the corner. Goes to Steve Thomas. Back out Al Colbert. Colbert forces them out. Referee counting on him. Zeb Howell has the pass. Back to Thomas. 51-48 Vanguard. 5-minute mark. Steve Thomas comes in. Put it up. And steps are called on Steve Thomas. Coco has the ball and a 3-point deficit. Vanguard 51, Coco 48. Coco can really bring it back. Under 5 minutes. This one ain't all over. I guarantee you that. There's 51 charging, I believe. There's a foul call. Let's see who it is called on. If it is on Rosie Davidson or what. Player went to the floor, and I don't know who the foul's called on, but Vanguard ain't moving. Yep, it is on Davidson. Roosevelt Davidson was fouling. What if this club is shot super from the line? I'm talking about the Coco Tigers. First time on the line, first trip to the free throw line for George Thomas. A little bit of attending on the floor with a lot of sweat. 51-48. Two-shot foul. Not the one he won. Shot is in. 51-49. Vanguard. Could be a one-point ball game again. Oh, I hope the hard lasts. It's in and out. Davidson on the rebound. Vanguard up by a bucket. Vaughn's playing with 4 personal fouls. A lot of pressure on him. A lot of pressure on everyone, of course. But Vanguard trying to be equal to that pressure. Colbert takes the man right out of his shoes. Davidson down underneath. Dunk shot. Zebedee Howe. Beautiful feed, though. I'll tell you what a feed. Howe was fouled. Howe was fouled. But Judge Smart, what a beautiful feed inside on Mean. The shot counts. It's 53-49. Vanguard fighting to make it in the state playoffs. Playing the team that's been ranked number 1 all year long. Zebedee, push shot. It's the foul shot. 54-49. They get that 5-point lead back. With 4 minutes left, I believe they'll freeze when it gets back to them. Unless Coco scores. Especially if Coco doesn't. What do you believe? There's a shot from way out. 2-pointer. Chris Brown whistle blows while they untangle the courts. Vanguard by 3. What'll they do? Will they change their tactics? Kenny Vaughan around the player across the midline. Vaughan's back out. Al Colbert. Colbert. In the corner, Steve Thomas. Thomas to Davidson. It is picked up. A flip pass there to James Rowe, and he puts in the layup. 1-point ball game. 1 point. 54-53. Vanguard by a point. 3:46 on the timer. Colbert over the midline. They fight for that ball. Zeb Howe got it in close. It's taken away by Coco with a chance to go in the lead. They threw it away into the crowd. It's Vanguard ball. Vanguard ball. Coco player down heavily on the play. Chris Brown on looked like low bridge for Chris. Whatever you want, however you want to take that. Chris has hurt a knee. He's up limping, but he's okay. I believe he'll play on. 3:30 mark left in the ball game. Vanguard will get the ball inbounds. Vanguard up by a point. Vanguard up by a point. Pressure basketball at its best. Inbounds it goes Al Colbert. Colbert over the midline. It's the end of the season for one of these two clubs, I'll tell you. Colbert holds, dribbles to the left of the lane, flips it in tight, and looked like Roosevelt Davidson for the basket. Davidson, Vanguard 3-point ball game, 56-53. Coco coming up, hoping for a 3-point play or something like that. Moving, looking inside, and walking with the ball. Coco at a very crucial time, kicking the ball, they say, really. 56-53, Vanguard by 3. It'll be under 3 minutes when that clock timer starts. It's exactly 3 minutes now. Can they hold on? Inbounds Bonds. Up over the midline. Left to the lane goes Kenny. They'll hold it outside. They'll try to make him foul it. Thomas to Kenny Vaughn's along down the baseline. Vaughn's flipped it way wide. It's Thomas. 2! Beautiful feed from Kenny Vaughn's, and Thomas was free for an 8-footer. 58-53. Vanguard by 5. 2:30 mark. They have to attack. They go to the baseline. Putting in the shot, it hung on the lip and went good. Why a foul or charging was not called on Chris Brown, I'll never know. Ball hung on the lip, went good. 3-point ball game. Vanguard up by 3. 2:20 on the timer. You should say, why didn't Vanguard freeze at that time coming down the court? Well, I don't think they felt like they had enough of a lead. 5 points with 3 minutes on a Cocoa Beach ball club that can really steal that ball. Inbounds to Zeb Howe to Al Colbert. Colbert will move up. 58-55. Colbert will go over the midline. Colbert holding that ball, double teamed. Down to the baseline, Thomas, back out Al Colbert. Now, looking, Colbert takes a pot shot, in and out. Zeb Howell on the rebound, step shot, Zebedee Howell! 60-55, they get that 5-point lead back again. This capacity crowd stands. Baseline shot number 33, swishes through. It's 60-57, Vanguard. A minute 50 left in the ball game. Vanguard ball. Vanguard ball. Will they freeze this time coming down the court? Inbound, Zeb Howell, cross court. Down court it comes, Al Colbert attacking. It's Thomas from the baseline. He missed his shot. Coco will come up. It's knocked free for a second, but Coco retains. Coming in for the layup. It's up for grabs. It is tapped out. Coco retains possession somehow. Shot driving off the rim. Ball inside. And whistle blows. I'm sure Vanguard fouled. There are many, many fouls before they call that one, though. Steve Thomas with a foul. 60-57 could be a one-point ball game in these foul shots. Now you talk about foul shot pressure. Wow. Here it is. Coco's been equal every time till now. Well, let's see what we shall see. On the foul line, James Rowe, he is 1 for 1. Rowe, 2-shot foul. So no pressure really on the first one, except he wants to make it. It's in. 2-point ball game, 60-58. 2-point ball game. Minute 27 left. Second half of a 2-shot foul. James Rowe. Could be a 1-point game, couldn't it? The shot is on its way. It is in and out and scooped off the rim by Rosie Davidson. Vanguard has a 2-point lead. Shot was missed. Vaughn's people coming up on him from behind. Vaughn scooped it up to Al Colbert. They're going to try to free it. He'd get it in underneath to Zebedee Howell. Back out Al Colbert. Time out Vanguard. Time out Vanguard. 60-58, minute 9 left. We'll be back in 60.
Time out right now to tell you about something good to eat from the Pizza Inn. 3205 East Silver Springs Boulevard, across from Silver Springs Twin Theater. This is Ocala's newest pizza restaurant. Super pizza, thin, thick, sandwiches too, the best salad bar in town, and I really mean that. They're open Sunday through Thursday till 11 o'clock, Friday and Saturday night until 12. Take time out right now for a pizza or right after the game at the Pizza Inn. Their location again on East Silver Springs Boulevard, across from Silver Springs Twin Theater.
Save dollars on your income tax. IRA is the answer. Individual retirement account at Mid-State Federal Savings and Loan. If you're self-employed or employed by a company without a pension plan, you qualify. Here's how it works. Deposit up to $1,500 in an IRA account each year. You pay no income tax on it, and you earn substantial interest on the money you deposit. You pay no administrative cost. It's just as easy as opening a savings account.
Back here at courtside, ladies and gentlemen, 60-58. I don't have to tell you about the pressure from here on in. Vanguard's got that ball. They'll have to try to steal it or foul. With a minute 9 left. Can Vanguard hold on to go into the state playoffs? They have led most of the way. Coco spottily on front. Al Colbert will pass it inbounds. Here's the final minute 9 of play. They get it in. Steve Thomas. Thomas hassled. Foul called. The number 23 fouling Al Colbert. James Rowe. They may have made a mistake in fouling Al. They may have made a mistake in fouling Al Colbert, although he's not been on the line tonight. And that apparently is 5 fouls on James Rowe. He is fouled out. Fouled out. Minute and 4. Vanguard's Al Colbert. You talk about your pressure-packed free throws. Of course, Ingram Purvis at Rockledge last year I think I died last year and was resurrected for this season, but I've been living from game to game. And now here we are, ready to pass out again, is Al Colbert in the front half of the 1-1. It's important. It's out and tie up there. Is he calling foul on Vanguard? He's calling a foul on number 22 for Vanguard. calling a foul on Steve Thomas. A foul away from the ball now. As Zebedee Howe and Coco player was tied up, the foul was called away from the action. A chance to tie it up in the 1:02 mark. Well, it looked like Vanguard all in the driver's seat, and now here they come again. And Thomas is 1 for 1 on the foul line. 1 for 1. There'll be some pressure on this. 1:02 left. It's in. 1 point ball game. It's not decided yet, believe me. Coco could tie it up. And they do tie it up. 60 all. Colbert inbounds. Kenny Vaughns. Vaughns over the midline. Down underneath to Thomas. Back out it is. Coco's got the ball and the chance to win it. 53-52. Timeout is called. Coco's got a chance to win it at the 50-second mark. We'll be back in 60.
Mill Park, Ocala.
Hey everybody, Art Sullivan for Rally Dodge with a special purchase of 78 Dodge Aspen Chrysler Corporation lease cars. Your choice of 2 doors or 4 doors, all fully equipped. The full price, $42.88. These cars have low mileage and carry full factory warranties. $42.88 the full price, $388 down, cash or trade, only $123 a month. All have air, automatic, power steering, power brakes, and economical 6-cylinder engines. Remember, at Rally Motors, we want a Dodge in every garage.
Back here at courtside, this is the season. It's either the second season or it's all over. Vaughns, Howell, Colbert will be trying to pressure them into taking the poor shot. Getting over the midline is Horn. They'll hold it for the good one, I would imagine, 43. Of course, if they got a good shot underneath, they'll take it right now. 38 seconds, 37. Man-to-man defense now. They had to go back to the man-to-man with 30 seconds left, driving on the basket, then back out again. Holding it for 1, 25-second mark. Now driving down, tapped around for a second, went back to Jack Smiley, who's been big in the ballgame. 60-60 under the 15-second mark. They start their offense. They're starting, they're looking, there's a long shot that is off the mark, tapped, no good. Tapped to Steve Thomas. He has the ball to Zebedee Howe. Long down court to Davidson. In underneath Kenny Vaughns, he is fouled. Kenny Vaughns fouled, and Vanguard's got a chance to win it with 1 second left on the clock. Kenny Vaughns has a chance to win it with 1 second on the timer. My goodness. What action, and last second action at that. Oh, doctor. Is there a doctor in the house? I think this is all but this radio announcer. He gets to retire him to the grave. Timeout. Coco back in 60.
Pastor Sports Shop, your complete sporting goods center, has bowling balls and accessories, including a good selection of bowling trophies, which they will engrave. Pastors also has softball team uniforms for both men and women and are happy to give quotes and team discounts. There's a new shipment of bomb bats just arrived, and the fishing in Florida is great, so see Pastors for a terrific line of fishing equipment. That's Pastor Sports Shop at 27 Northeast 1st Avenue. Plenty of free parking nearby. Let's take time out right now to think about something good to eat from the Pizza Inn, 3205 East Silver Springs Boulevard, across from Silver Springs Twin Theater. All of the folks at the Pizza Inn want to wish the Vanguard Knights the very best of luck during this basketball season, and we want to tell you about Ocala's newest pizza restaurant, Super Pizza. Thin, thick sandwiches, too, the best salad bar in town. They're open Sunday through Thursday till 11 o'clock, Friday and Saturday night till 12 midnight. Take time for a pizza right now or right after the game from the Pizza Inn.
Here at courtside, 1 second on the timer. Vanguard, I believe it's the 1-1. 60-60 ball game. Vanguard can win it right here. And Vaughns on the foul line. You wouldn't want a better man in a clutch situation. Is it a 2-shot or a 1-1? It's the 1-1. So Vaughns will have to make the first. 1 second on the tick-tock. Can Kenny do it? I think he's equal to the task. Shot is on its way. It's in! Vanguard leads by a point! Vanguard leads 61-60, and that's a chance. If Kenny can make this one, they can get no less than a tie, and they can get no less than a tie. Vanguard supporters on the floor. They have called timeout before Vaughn shoots his last one. Haley was over to caution the crowd to stay off that playing surface. We'll hold it from here. Kenny wants to still shoot. I'm telling you, he wanted to shoot. Boy, he made that one right when it counted. Now, with 1 second on the clock, even if Kenny makes or misses this one, well, apparently they're shooting a technical. Or is Kenny just out there looking? But Kenny really has that foul shot in his mind. Bad or good, he was out there just flipping his hand up. He wanted to shoot it free, and he said, boy, that first one just went zip right through the cords. 61-60, Vanguard, second on the timer. Cocoa Beach about to be shut down by the #1 team in the state, the Vanguard Fighting Knights. Fight they did tonight. Win, lose, or draw, but it looks like they're going to the state. Vaughns can make sure we get no worse than a tie, barring a three-point play. Vaughns can make sure of that. Even so, barring a long court, down court pass and a shot at the buzzer, they could beat us that way. I mean, it isn't all over. With 1 second on the timer, it isn't all over. Vaughns, I think they're taking all their players out from under the basket, except two, and Vanguard's falling back. Vaughns to shoot the foul shot. They could do it too. The Cocoa team. Shot is on its way. It's in. It's in. Cocoa. There's a shot. Desperation at the buzzer. Vanguard goes all the way to the state. Vanguard goes all the way to the state, ladies and gentlemen, in a pressure-packed contest indeed. Coach Haley's jumping up and down for joy, and the Vanguard team will be ranked #1 in the state when we go to the state playoffs next week. Tremendous action. If you weren't here, I'd almost be thankful I wasn't, because it was so pressure-packed, everything on the line, and this capacity crowd, I'd say it's more than 1,300, every bit they could jam in, has seen Vanguard down the Cocoa team and go to the state. Fantastic finish, and I believe I've just died again. That's a cardiac game to end all. We'll have this final word from our regular game sponsors.
You can build a more secure future and save thousands of tax dollars also. Midstate Federal offers IRA, the Individual Retirement Account, a personal tax-saving pension plan. Midstate handles all the paperwork. You pay no administrative cost. All the money you place in your IRA accounts is yours, plus the interest you earn. And here's another big feature. The money you pay into the account is deductible from your income tax up to $1,500 a year, or 15% of your income. Midstate Federal. For more information, see them. They can make it happen.
It's time now for tonight's post-game show, presented by Grant Building Materials of Ocala, 661 Southwest 13th Street, and by Cardin Optical, 55 South Magnolia. Let's go back to the gym for a look at tonight's statistics.
We're seeing if we can get in touch with Coach Haley. And I've sent the newest addition to the announcing crew, my son, to see if he can get Coach Haley's attention to come over. He's busily shaking hands, but he'll be over in front of a radio mic. We won't turn him loose tonight. Yes, sirree. 62-60, pressure pack. Here's our principal for Vanguard, Henry. Henry. Hey, Henry. Try to get Henry over here. Henry, we would like to say thanks a lot for letting us visit the gymnasium all season long. We look forward to it next year, but now we're, of course, looking forward to the state playoffs. And Henry, what a find. I thought good sportsmanship shown by the fans all ball game long.
Wes, this was the best crowd that we've had all year. The fans here did a terrific job tonight. They were well managed. They screamed and yelled, but everybody had a good time, and we didn't have any problems at all. And here comes Jim. Let's talk.
Jim, fantastic effort.
I'll get a couple comments on Coco in a minute.
Fantastic effort by the team. Put out 1,000%, Jim.
Wes, it's just been an unbelievable amount of pressure on these kids all year long, and you can't ask for a more pressure-packed ball game than tonight. Of course, I've lost 5 pounds in this ball game, but I tell you, you got to give the kids credit. We went from stall to fast break, to stall to fast break. The kids made their adjustments. We got some easy shots inside, and I think that was the key. We kept our composure under pressure. We had a couple of breaks that didn't go our way. The kids didn't let down, and all I can say is the Vanguard, I'll tell you, the Vanguard fans are just unbelievable. They showed out here in Groves tonight. Several thousand people didn't get tickets, but all I can say is that there's going to be plenty of tickets when they go down to Lakeland Civic Center next either Thursday or Friday night. The games, we're going to be playing the winner of Leon and Kenny. We don't know whether we'll be playing Thursday or Friday night, but I'm certainly glad to go back to Lakeland, defending state champs.
It's a 3-day tournament, Jim.
It's a 3-day tournament. There's a 3A game on Thursday night, 1 3A game on Friday night, the championship on Saturday.
Jim, again, a great effort. I thought composure maintained by the team.
Zeb Howell took it to them and really put it down their throats with the dunks. That was just an unbelievable. Vaughns and Howell played super tonight. Roosevelt Davis, and we made some floor mistakes, but you're going to make that when you're 17, 18 years old and you're under pressure. A lot of pressure here tonight. Kenny Vaughns, the 2 free throws. What can you say?
Well, it was all on the line. It was overtime.
Coco, I really feel that the 2 best teams in the state of Florida met here tonight. There's no question in my mind the 2 best teams in the state of Florida met here tonight.
Thank you, Coach Haley. Coach Jim Haley of the Fighting Knights who go into the state playoffs, and we'll be following that playoff action. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back in 60.
Here's good news from Cardin Optical at 55 South Magnolia, right across from the MopFuzz Studios. Let me tell you for a moment about brand new, faster-changing Corning Photogray Extra lenses. Indoors, they're practically clear, but in sunlight, they darken automatically. And in less than 60 seconds, so that you can play tennis in the same pair of glasses that you watch movies in. See Jean's Genies, Kim and Terry at Cardin Optical, 55 South Magnolia.
Grant's Building Materials, Southwest 13th Street, is the place to go for your building material needs. They have lintels, sills, sand, mortar, rebar, mesh wire, cement, and more. Grant's Building Materials is locally owned and operated by Joyce Luther and J.W. Grant. Really nice people to deal with. When you need quality building materials, and you need them now, order your materials from the people you can trust. Grant's Building Materials, Southwest 13th Street in the Industrial Park.
Well, you know that Coach Haley is just as happy as every single player. The Vanguard Knight, the Fighting Knights Club, what a super effort for this club as they advance into the state playoffs at the Lakeland Civic Center. It'll either be next Thursday or Friday night. We'll keep you informed. Of course, we'd like to see a fine representation, as we know we will, of local basketball in the area. Because whether you're a Knight fan or a Forest fan, a Lake Weir fan, you ought to see some of the finest teams in the state. And I think the 2 finest teams probably in the state met here tonight. And I don't care if you talk about 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A, the 2 finest teams met here in the state. And the coolest team under fire had to be the Fighting Knights of Vanguard, who took out a pressure-packed victory on 2 of the coolest free throws I have seen. The only thing I can compare that to pressure-wise was the Ingham Purvis free throws in that Rockledge game that we died in last year. That was a ball game. And now that they've got past the number 1 team in the state, what's next? Well, we'll find out this next Thursday or Friday night as Vanguard advances on. I'll tell you what, the Cocoa Tigers, you can, because what can you say about a team that they were playing quite cool too. They did make several floor mistakes in that several half, and those pressure-packed floor mistakes, I think, really led to their downfall.